We leave in 4 days' time to start our European holiday, which includes walking the Camino from Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port all the way to Santiago de Compostela. After many packings, repackings and lightening and trying to keep the weight down, this seems to be the final payload that I'll be carrying across the Pyrenees. So not much has changed from last year when we were organising all this and we had to postpone it all. So I still have my Atmos AG50 anti-gravity pack with its little green cover, which is pretty useless. I tried it out in the rain. I've re-waterproofed it, so we'll see how that goes. Probably wind up just putting a big plastic bag over my pack or a poncho. My water system I've changed. I extended the silicone tube so I can put my little 800 milliliter bottle in the side here, so that when we're going from fountain to fountain, I've only got to take this out of the side, refill it, put it back in again, and I don't have to get inside the pack. On the long haul days, I got another 800 milliliters here, plus I can also buy a 500 or an 800 or a litre of water and carry it with us. Much debate about walking poles. I don't use them generally, but going down steep hills and in ruts, I can see their uses. So I'm going to take them. They're carbon fibre. And if I need to, I'll just give one to Christine and I'll have one, and we'll just use it like a walking stick to help us down some of the steeper stuff. A new addition is the DJI camera that we're taking, the 360, which comes with its own selfie pole there, which we'll be able to extend out. And along with that comes a lot more weight. Originally I was just going to film everything with the phone. What I've decided now is that I will do all the normal stuff on the phone, and anything that I want to do, anything special like 360 views or things like that, I can then put the pole on to the 360 and away I go. Headlight torch there. What comes with the 360 is obviously all the extra batteries, a microphone for it, and what I did buy, which was very useful, which I'll show you a little bit later on, is a battery / hard drive, because when you're filming in high resolution or high video, you need to be able to save it because your phone will fill up really quickly. So I found this, A-Data, really cool. This is a 1 terabyte solid state drive, and the rest of this is a battery, and it's wireless. And I just put my phone on top of there, and I plug it into here. This one's pure battery. That one there is the hard drive. Well, not really a hard drive, solid state drive. And I can transfer all the files from my phone onto there and keep them in storage. Everything now is USB-C. We managed to upgrade phones and so on and so forth, so we just need USB leads. So what else do we carrying? Well, it might be going to be really blessed hot over there, but you'll never separate me from my puffer jacket. So that's going with me. In this bag here is all the sleeping. So some albergues don't allow you to take the backpack in. So what I do is I have this all set up as a travel cell, and I carry it in. It gives me my towel, face cloth, all my toiletries, a liner to go inside my bivy bag. This is one of these adventurer bivy bags. Escape, this one, SOL, Survive Outdoors Longer brand. And I got a beanie to put on at night. I up-spec'd my liner because I'm not taking a sleeping bag this time, which I was going to do last year. So that is basically my night kit. This here's my day kit. So at any one time it'll either be this or that on my body, and either this or this is not on my back. So you got to take that part out of the equation, because you've got to be wearing something, otherwise people look at you real funny like when you're walking from town to town if you haven't got anything on. And so what's in spare is I have now decided I want 3 pair of socks. So the ones I'm wearing and 2 spare. And seeing it's going to be really hot, I have got 2 thin t-shirts, a thermal for night, my nightwear, and during the daytime I got a long sleeve rash type of pants, a shirt to put on. Pants or shorts at night. Don't know if it's going to get cool at night, but if the mosquitoes are a real pain in the ass, I'll put up with having those on so the mosquitoes don't get my legs. Otherwise I'll have the shorts on. So it'll be shorts at night, shorts during the day, and whatever. But I got a little bit extra, probably about 400 grams more clothing than possibly what I could get away with. But that's the whole kit. The heaviest bit is the cameras and the backup batteries and the power charging unit. In those 2 bags alone is 1.4 kilos. And I have tried many times. I really pained over whether I should take the DJI unit, but this is a once in a lifetime trip, and I'd really kick myself if I couldn't get a decent bit of footage by putting a camera up the pole or looking around or looking over something. And of course it's not just about the walk, it's about the rest of the time in Europe, in Italy and France and England and places like that. So I can send it on. We are going to send the bag on. All our aircraft flying, travelling type of pants and kit that we'll be wearing is going to go in a porta bag, and when we're at Saint-Jean-Pied de Port, we'll be putting a porta bag together, and that will go on to Iva at Santiago de Compostela to be put into storage until we get there. And then we pick it up and then carry on with it again. So, Camino 2026. And we're going to start on a Saturday. Everyone says don't start on a Saturday, but we are. Just the way it works out on the dates and when we get there. So I'm going to put all that back in the pack, and then I will weigh it, and then I'll let you know in the verbiage on the video what it weighs. Well, it's all in the backpack. There's only my day clothes that I'm going to wear, as we discussed earlier. So I put everything in. Now this is less water. There is not a drop of water in this backpack, or my phone that I'm holding either. So this is just all the essentials. So what we'll do is I'll try and do this with one hand. Excuse the looking at the carpet. We'll turn this on. Zeroing. Oh. Less water. Okay, so put a half a litre in, there's another 500 grams, put another half in, another 500 grams, a kilo later. You're going to be carrying 8 kilos at least on your back all day, and that's including all the camera gear. And that's about it. I can't get it any lighter than what I have at the moment, unless I want to start removing camera gear, of course.